are the richest women in the world? The reality is that the world has always been fascinated by the achievements of men and has consistently disregarded the accomplishments of women. The world has been living in double standards for too long, and we think it's time that we acknowledge that women can do it too. Hi! Welcome back to Luxury Life, where we share informative ideas and inspiring stories to keep you motivated in achieving your millionaire goals. If you are new to this channel, feel free to like, subscribe, and click that notification button so you get updated whenever we post a new video. If you're a regular here, make sure to comment down below so we could give you a shout out on our next video. If men can do it, women can do it better. No offense, brother. Women were once in the lower class of society and were always pushed aside. Their ideas weren't as brilliant as the men's and weren't given enough opportunities. But that was long gone in the past. The women of today are empowered, strong, and capable of almost anything. Companies are now owned and operated by female entrepreneurs, nations are being led by powerful women leaders, and mothers taking on the roles of absentee fathers. And you thought women were made for cookies and lipsticks. In today's video, we are going to look at the richest women in the world. Number 5. Miriam Adelson. Miriam Adelson is an Israeli-American doctor and is of course a billionaire. Adelson has a net worth of $37 billion, making her the richest Israeli and the 36th richest person in the world. You go, girl! Miriam Adelson was born in 1945 in Tel Aviv and has accomplished quite a lot of things. She earns her bachelor's in microbiology and genetics and her medical degree from Tel Aviv University, the largest university in Israel. She briefly practiced her medical profession, and in 1993, she founded a substance abuse center and research clinic. Yes, doctors earn a lot of money, and we talked about that in our previous video. Click this link if you want to know more about the 10 jobs that will make you a millionaire. But a whopping $37 million net income would require a hefty piece of help. Yes, thanks to her marriage to the late Sheldon Adelson, she was able to acquire a tremendous amount of wealth. Sheldon Adelson is an American businessman, investor, and philanthropist who founded the Las Vegas Sands Corporation. They own and operate one of the greatest casinos in the United States and have several branches in Pennsylvania, Macau, and Singapore. Her late husband was part of the 20 richest persons in the world with a net worth of $36.4 billion. After Sheldon Adelson's death, he left more than half of his wealth and his gambling empire to the one and only Miriam Adelson. Number 4. Julia Koch. Julia Koch is not just about brain and beauty, she is also super wealthy. She's an American socialite, billionaire, and philanthropist. Whew! It seems like becoming a billionaire requires you to become a philanthropist as well. Julia's net worth is $43 billion. She inherited her wealth from her husband, David Koch. In case you haven't heard, is an American businessman who owns the Koch Industries, the largest private company in the United States. Julia is the 27th richest person in the world. Julia wasn't always rich, unlike the other billionaires on the list. She grew up in a small town in Iowa and has helped her parents manage their furniture store. She then moved to New York to work as an assistant for fashion designer Adolfo. Julia met her late husband on a blind date in 1991 and has remained smitten with each other until their marriage in 1996. Both were happily married until David's death in 2019. Number 3. Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie Scott is an American novelist and, you guessed it, a philanthropist. She is the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, one of the richest people in the world. Her net worth is $59 billion, making her the 22nd richest person in the world. You might think, oh great, she became rich because of her divorce alimony from Jeff Bezos. Hell no. She's the only one on this list who didn't inherit their wealth from dead husbands. Mackenzie Scott was born in California in 1970 and has lived a rather interesting life. She has always been an ardent writer and has earned her bachelor's degree in English at Princeton University. In 2005, she wrote her debut novel, The Testing of the Luther Albright, which won an American Book Award. Her marriage with Jeff Bezos was rather controversial, considering that the latter was once the richest man in the world. This might change since the competition is strong, strong. Mackenzie was one of Amazon's first employees and was actively involved in Amazon's early days. The two divorced in 2019, and Jeff transferred 25% of his Amazon shares to Mackenzie. That's roughly 4% of the whole company. Mackenzie then became an essential part of the Giving Pledge, a commitment to give at least half of her wealth to charity. Up to this day, she has already given $2.8 billion to charities and foundations. Number 2. Alice Walton. Alice Walton is worth $66 billion and is currently the 17th richest person on the planet. Alice is an American heiress to the… Can you guess which company she's set to inherit? Here's a clue. It's a supermarket where Fridays become black. Walmart. Yes, she was born into opulence and probably has millions of golden spoons at home. Born in 1949 in Newport, Arkansas, Alice was raised with her 3 brothers. Alice Walton is an equity analyst, meaning she knows how to handle money well. Maybe wives can't claim this profession too, right? Aside from that, she also works as a broker, president of an investment company, and a money manager. This girl knows how to hustle. The cool thing about Alice is that she refuses to work for her family's company. She founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. Such classy taste. She was formerly the richest woman in the world. Well, times change and people on lists get crossed out sometimes. Number 1. Francois Bettencourt Meyers. Francois is a French businesswoman, writer, and a billionaire heiress to the world-renowned L'Oreal. She is worth $82.9 billion and is the 12th richest person on the planet. You might have encountered L'Oreal products in the supermarket or probably seen them a few times in TV commercials. Hello, Eva Longoria. The company was founded in 1909 by Eugene Paul Louis Schuyler, a pharmacist and entrepreneur. He created his own hair products and the rest was history. Francois inherited her fortune from her mother, Lillian Bettencourt, who was the richest woman in 2017. But not all daughters have the greatest relationship with their mothers. Sometime in the past, Francois has even filed a criminal case against her mother's closest friend. Well, this was because that friend was trying to allegedly con their family millions of dollars. Even after the ruckus and misunderstandings, Francois still inherited a large sum of wealth from her mother. Francois is also a philanthropist. She has donated $226 million to renovate the Notre Dame Cathedral after the fire in 2019. She is also the president of the Foundation Bettencourt Schuyler for Arts and Sciences. She donates hundreds of millions to research and education and continues to find grants and awards for deserving individuals in the field. Wow! This woman is busy. So there you have it, the richest women on the planet. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Thanks for watching.